What if we put a pool on the moon? Imagine diving into a pool under a sky filled with stars, not just figuratively, but literally. Picture this, you're swimming on the moon, surrounded by a gray, rocky landscape, with Earth hanging like a jewel in the blackness above. Sounds dreamy, right? But how would a pool actually behave in the moon's low gravity and vacuum environment? Could we even make it work? Let's dive into the science behind building a lunar pool. The basics, lunar environment. Before we get to the fun part, let's talk about what makes the moon such a unique place. Gravity. The moon's gravity is only 1/6 of Earth's gravity. This means everything weighs much less, including the water in your pool, and you. Atmosphere, or rather, the lack of one. The moon has no atmosphere, meaning it's exposed to the vacuum of space. Without air pressure, liquids behave very differently. Temperature. The moon's surface swings from boiling hot to freezing cold, ranging from 127 degrees Celsius, 260 degrees Fahrenheit, during the day to minus 173 degrees Celsius, minus 280 degrees Fahrenheit, at night. Dusty terrain. The moon's surface is covered in fine, abrasive regolith that could complicate construction and maintenance. Challenges of building a pool on the moon. 1. Containing the water in a vacuum. Water exposed to the environment would boil away instantly, even at freezing temperatures. To keep water in liquid form, we'd need a pressurized enclosure. The pool would need to be housed in a dome or underground chamber to simulate Earth-like atmospheric pressure. Temperature control. Advanced insulation and heating systems would be necessary to prevent freezing or boiling. 2. Water behavior in low gravity. On Earth, gravity keeps water neatly in your pool. On the moon, water would slosh more slowly due to the reduced gravity. Waves would take longer to settle, and splashes might send droplets floating into the air. Swimmers could jump or dive much higher, but the reduced downward force means they'd make gentler entries into the water. Buoyancy would be different. You'd float more easily since both you and the water are affected by the same lower gravity. 3. Construction challenges. The moon isn't exactly pool-friendly. Materials. They must withstand extreme temperatures, resist lunar dust, and maintain structural integrity in low gravity. Transportation. Every kilogram sent to the moon costs an astronomical amount. A full pool of water is out of the question, so we'd likely have to rely on extracting lunar ice or recycling astronaut waste. Maintenance. Lunar dust could contaminate the water, while micrometeoroids could puncture the pool structure. The science of swimming on the moon. Swimming on the moon would be surreal. Hydrodynamics. You'd move differently in water because of the altered forces. Swimmers might have to use exaggerated strokes or flipper-like movements to navigate effectively. Surface tension. In low gravity, water droplets could cling together more tightly, creating blob-like structures. Swimmers might encounter floating globules of water around the pool. Safety concerns. Lifeguarding in space? If someone gets trapped underwater, rescuing them in low gravity could be trickier than on Earth. Why build a pool on the moon? While this might seem like a whimsical idea, a moon pool could have practical applications. Astronaut training. It could simulate microgravity environments for deep space mission prep. Recreation. Long-term lunar residents would benefit from leisure activities to combat isolation and stress. Research. Studying fluid dynamics and human physiology in low gravity could lead to breakthroughs in science and engineering. The fun factor. Imagine this. Let's say we overcome the technical hurdles. What could a lunar pool experience look like? Moonwalk diving boards. With low gravity, you could perform acrobatics that are impossible on Earth. Imagine a 10-minute triple somersault before splashing into the water. Space surfing. With carefully controlled waves, you could surf in slow motion. Glowing pools. Add bioluminescent microbes or LED lighting to create a surreal swimming experience under the stars. Dream or reality? Putting a pool on the moon is far from simple, but it's not entirely impossible. It would require the most advanced engineering, heaps of money, and a bold vision for humanity's future in space. Whether it's for science, recreation, or just for fun, a lunar pool could be a symbol of how far we've come, and how much we still dream. So, what do you think? Will the first lunar pool party happen in our lifetime? Let us know in the comments below, And don't forget to bring your space swimsuit.